Welcome to the rider brief of the 100 plus series, 5th edition. We fondly call this ride the banana ride. And you already got a lot of updates. This video will help you to clarify any simple doubts that you might have. We've come a long way on the ride natural concept. That's where the bananas are coming from. A natural energy, natural hydration, and Spar Supermarket continues to be our partner. As you know, this year we are supporting children in rural schools to go to school with the help of a bicycle. So, Ride to School initiative is taking a lot of momentum now. You too can be part of it and help these kids unlock the power and the value of education. So, our usual story is the need to be responsible so that all of us are safe in this ride. So, a great ride is a safe ride, or a safe ride is a great ride. So, that's our number one priority. Right now, you have a two-page technical document, which by now you should have read through, which is very descriptive of what you should know for you to be part of this event. Secondly, you would have got a route planner that gives you all the critical points that you have to watch out for when you are doing this ride. So a print of this in your pocket is going to be helpful for you to make notes, mark the tricky turns so that you would not get lost. This is a self-supported event, so navigation is a key part. We don't give markings on the roads because over 200-300 kilometers, none of that stands. So a mature rider is the one who participates for a banana ride self-supported event, and they have to be extremely good at navigation. So all this will help you. So my friends, you cannot do this event without your Strava mobile app. So please download it and familiarize with it, because you need to start your Strava app when you start the ride and finish it when you are done, and hand it over for your timing. No Strava is almost like no ride. So keep an eye on that. Then my friends, some of the key things, your terms and conditions, be very familiar with it. Route planning was discussed, which is critical for you to enjoy this event. Carry your nutrition, patch kits, extra tube, so that you are ready for a quick fix on the road. Mechanical and medical emergencies, you should have planned through what would I do if this happens, that happens, if I have a fall, if I slip, if I have a puncture. Think through all of that so that you are well prepared for a self-supported event of this nature. A helmet is a must, and if you are cycling in the before 6 a.m. or after 6 p.m., you require to have your lights. So 5:30 a.m. you should be coming to Spinner, check in your bike, there will be a sticker pasted on it, and then you can start departing from 6 o'clock onwards. If you are our rider, you can come a little late, but not later than 8:30 a.m. So remember to switch your Strava when you start riding. Yeah. Every aid station, including Spinner, you need to sign on and sign off. So keep in mind that's your responsibility. Apart from that, whenever you finish your ride, come to the Spinner aid station headquarters. You need to hand over your Strava. So the cutoff times are, our ride is not a big issue, as you know, it's just 1 hour, okay? But 100 kilometers is 1 p.m. and 200 kilometers is 6 p.m. We would have to cut off the event. And apart from that, the rest we've already discussed, so I think this is self-explanatory. Guys, this is a fun event. Everybody is doing this to promote cycling, promote our country, promote the beautiful outdoors. So be courteous to the organizers, be courteous to volunteers. They're all here to support you, cheer you, and yeah, come with a cool mind and a great spirit. So take some good pictures. Righto. So for you to qualify for the leaderboard of official timing, you should go through the exact route. Plus or minus 5% deviation can be looked at from the organizers, but you can't go on a different route and expect to have your timing certificate, right? And you need to also finish within the cutoff times. Segments are something new for you if you are joining first time, but who has done before this event, you know what segments are on Strava. We'll talk about that in a little while further. So there are 3 segments on the flat roads, and there are 3 climbs that you could look at improving your past performance, as well as maybe setting a personal best or even breaking a record if that's one of your goals. Right. So accordingly, we will look at if you keep improving to recognize your cycling. Only on the segments. There is no first, second, third. This is not a competitive event as you know. Competitive events are happening soon. Race across Sri Lanka. End of the year, we'll have Race the Pearl, so enough time to compete. So I guess that's clear. So our first part of the race is the Kimbula Loop, which is what the our record riders would do. This has already been emailed to you and WhatsApp to you. You have the Strava link of it. Please understand how this route really works. This is a short 9.5 kilometer route, but it's very interesting and technical. The flats are there, the bends are there, the short climbs are there, the downhills are there, enough for anyone to do their training on a regular basis. And we've also had national level racers here. So it's an interesting route even for you as a beginner to be part of. Then let's come to the 100 kilometer, starting from Spinner. The 100 kilometer also will go through the Kimbula Loop once. As you can see here, start from Spinner, Japan Friendship Road, come around Pitakotte, and then Badagana Road, and then come back again to Spinner, 9.5 kilometers. And then it heads towards Talawatugoda, Pannipitiya, Homagama, Godagama, Meegoda, and then turns right to Moragahahena without going straight on the Padukka road, comes to Padukka, and then comes to Bope, Ihala Bope. This is the exciting area of the Eureka climb, and then come all the way to Hanwella, which is your aid station for the 100 kilometer at about 60 kilometers. And the rest of the route is explained in your route planner. Yeah. So if you take it from a visual point of view, you start from Spinner, do the Kimbula, come all the way, and then you at about 60 kilometers, you hit the aid station. That's where you need to put a signature, and you will get your food. You'll have the bananas, the watermelons, the water, Jeevani. This time because of rain, we won't have the king coconuts. So there you go. That's the plan, right? And you could also might have some Kimbula bunnies there. And whenever you come back to Spinner, your aid stations are open all the time. You will have your food there, and we'll talk about what's available soon. Right. So this 100 kilometer loop is our standard route. We almost never change this because all our segments are here, and our riders try to improve from the last edition to this edition and get up on the leaderboard. So that's why this doesn't change. But every time you go, the route has a different view, different perspective. So you will always enjoy this route. It's a beautiful route to ride 100K. So this is a view of the Eureka climb. And then you know the Navagamua crossing over the Kalni River, which only a bicycle could go, is an interesting one. So keep an eye for Navagamua. I believe that's at about 78 kilometers. You will have it in the route planner. Then my friends, after coming to 100, after finishing 100, it's about 104. 100 kilometer riders will finish it. But the 200s will take a quick break, hand over their 100K Strava, start a new Strava, and head to their Kalutara ride. We'll talk about that in a minute when you go through the route map. Very interesting route, as you know, we found out. It's a route we've never done before. It's all through inner roads. Lots of turns and twists, so you have to be very conscious. Read through your ride plan very carefully. Go through bend by bend so that you know exactly where to turn, and you can easily make a mistake. So it's a bit of an adventure ride on roads, carpeted by the way, uh, but it's not as straight as riding along Gall Road. It's exactly opposite of that. So please take due care to figure out this route. After you've done it once, you will love it. Coming back, you will enjoy it because you already know the route. So after you pass Kottava, uh, we are going through Mattegoda, as you know. Your point of direction is Kahatudua. So keep Kahatudua in mind. And you will see these green color Kahatudua boards, which you can't miss with the route planner and some of the notes you've made. You should be able to quickly figure this out. So keep Kahatudua in mind until you get to Kahatudua. After Kahatudua, your next milestone is Bandaragama. So that's something to keep in mind. Your direction is towards Bandaragama. So, and you will come across fairly narrow, well-carpeted roads like this. They are beautiful. You'll almost never find a bus, but you should also understand a dog could cross, a villager could cross, so you have to be conscious. My general recommendation is cut your speed down a bit because you already had enough time to speed around in the first 100. Enjoy this and enjoy the climbs. This probably is the highest climbing elevation we've gathered in a Kalutara ride, which is generally flat on the, if you take the coastal belt. So apart from that, we found this amazing gravel stretch, and that's at about 38-40 kilometers. We've given some specific indications of this on your route planner. It's a beautiful gravel, very much rideable on a road bike, going over the bund with marshy land and water. Something very, very special on a ride to Kalutara. And then, of course, you end up at our friends at the Sweet Brew Cafe. Uh, be nice to them, they'll be nice to you. You'll have your fruits there. They'll definitely give you good discounts on their banana smoothie, and I think they have some new plans this time, and discounts on anything else you buy. So, and I hope you will patronize this cafe. It's a very small entrepreneur's dream. Every time you go to Kalutara, they've got some good stuff there. So, once again, that's the visual indication of the route map. Remember, we are going through Thalawathugoda Pannipitiya. Keep Kahatudu and Bandaragam in mind. When you come to the pit stop, you get a usual hydration and a bit of AC. Yeah, don't stay there for too long, okay? Quickly come back, right? Because 6 p.m. is your cutoff. Yeah? Okay. So, let's come to segments. By the way, before segments, let's have a quick look at the route map. Yeah, there you go. So let's see how this starts. For the 100K and the banana and the other ride, you will do a Kimbula loop, right? That means you will start from Spinner. As you can see, you turn to Japan Friendship, come around. I'm sorry, on both. Sorry, 1 minute. There you go. On both all events, you start from Spinner and you do a Kimbula loop. And you can come back to Spinner and say hi to us, maybe have something to drink, and then you carry on to Thalawathugoda. And from Thalawathugoda, you go to Pannipitiya. Pannipitiya, first 100K, you go towards Homagama, Meegoda, and on the Padukka road. So I would not take you through this route because you already have the Strava map to go through this. So take your careful time, expand the turns and the bends, and get a good view about it. But if you look at the comeback and the new route, I'll take a minute because some of you won't do it this time. I'm sure you will look at it next time. So when you come to Kottava, can you see that? We don't turn towards Diagama, we go towards Mattegoda and to Kahatudu, as you can see. So there are a couple of tricky turns in this stretch. So have a good look at them. There you go. Some are like double turns, as you can see here. From Vetara to Kahatudua, there's a turn from the junction. So when you expand it, you will see all of that. And then, for example, this turn, this crossing, okay, you're going straight. There are no turning to the left or right. But I'll show you a bit of a tricky one. Now this is a tricky one, isn't it? Okay, it's a quick left and a right. When you hit the Panudar Horner Road, So expanding like what I'm doing. So we do not hit the Kahatudua town as you can see here. This is the, sorry, we don't hit the Bandaragama town. We come around it and come to the Bandaragama road. And then this is the part that you need to be a lot more focused on. So when you come down the Bandaragama road, as you can see here, at about 132, we turn in again without going through the Bandaragama road, our usual traditional road to Kalutara. We turn right here, and that's when the game starts interesting. We are hitting the villages, and when you come all the way, this little thing you see is where we hit the gravel. This is the gravel part, and that's at about, as you can see, 140. Can you see? About 140 kilometers. So keep that in mind. Do some extra research on this map. After you get over that bund, this is the bund, you will hit our usual road to Kalutara. But again, we are not hitting the Gaul road. When you're almost in Kalutara, we don't take this little cut, we come to the Temples road because we just want to ensure we come to Kalutara without seeing the color of the Gaul road, right? So you're going to come almost in vicinity of the Kalutara temple. You'll see the Bodhya, you'll see the stupa, but you turn right 50 to 100 meters seaside, you will see the Sweet Brew Cafe. Alright friends, I think that's just to encourage to go through the map a little carefully. So if you look at the segments, we have the Kimbula Kanda, which is about 400 meters, 3.8 average gradient. We have the Lake TT on the Japan Friendship, a new segment for you to see whether you want to speed and how much can you keep up. Then we have the Mipe TT, which is, sorry, this time we don't have the Mipe. We have the Padukka TT. If you're on Strava and if you have the segments, you could clearly check this out. A route planner also tells you where the segment starts. Then we have the Eureka climb, a beautiful climb. It's a fairly short but challenging climb, a 4.5% ascent. Temple climb, and then you come to the Koratota flat, relatively TT. So all these I had played this time except Mipe. Except Mipe. Yeah? Alright, so this is all available in your technical guide. So my friends, in summary, ensure your Strava is up to mark. You got the app, you got the batteries ready, your phone. If you've requested, we've shared the GPX files with you to upload to your GPS device. Some of you don't know this stuff, don't bother. As long as you have a mobile phone, smart mobile phone with Strava, you're good. You already got the route planners, and this video also will be uploaded, which is already why you're watching this, and that's going to help you have a great ride. So navigation is a skill of a self-supported rider. So get all your tools and techniques in order for you to figure this out, so you don't make a single wrong turn and make it a perfect ride. When you finish this, you got a special certificate that we've been giving for the last 4 editions, which has some interesting stats for you to keep a note of and keep a track to see how you improve from the century, the double century, and in September, the triple century. So once again, let's all thank our friends at Spar for being part of this event. They will do a lot of work to help us ride natural with good for you. And then the work that we plan are currently doing great work to support our kids who needs a bike to go to school. You can donate, and there's a lovely t-shirt awaiting you for your valuable donation. So once again, that's the game plan. Rain or shine, we ride. If it's impossible to ride, we will call it off. But looks like we will have decent weather. And signing the rider brief off is once again a safe ride, is a great ride. Enjoy the banana ride.